All right, what's up, guys? This is a little video. I uploaded it earlier, but honestly, I kind of fucked up the audio for the video. But this is a pretty solid nuke, or I'm sorry, no nuke. Pretty solid match I got with the M46, of course the French M46, and the AMX M4. I was actually playing with a friend from the army. You've seen him around plenty of times before. And this was a very good match. The only issue is I didn't get a nuke, as I said 2 times now, I think. I don't know why. With France at this BR, I've said multiple times that you have amazing matches. I believe my win rate with the AMX M4 over the course of about 150 total matches with it, my win rate is like 69 or 70%. So that's pretty fucking good. I don't know why I'm checking all these stats here, but that's pretty fucking good. And I don't think that there's a tank in this game with a similar statistic in terms of win rate. Usually, especially with like America, my win rate eventually begins to hover at around 52, 55%. Germany, it's about 58, 55%. But France, for whatever reason, at rank 4, it's like 65, 70%. It's pretty nuts. These tanks are good. I mean, like, the M46 is good. I've said in the past that I think it's a very underrated tank. And that's an opinion that I will stand by for the entirety of my life. It's a very underrated tank. Is it perfect? No. Is it bad? No. It's just kind of somewhere in between. You have great mobility. The 90 mil cannon is good. As you can see, you get Heat FS, which at rank 4, Heat FS is pretty potent because you still are dealing with a lot of these heavy tanks. These like late Cold War or late World War II, early kind of Cold War heavy tanks, and you can deal with them, fairly solidly. Yeah, I mean, you can. Heat's not perfect at this BR. You can still have heat moments. You can still have moments where, because you hit like a bucket or like a bag on the tank that set off the round and you get no penetration. That can happen, but for every time it happens, there's 5 1-hits you get. I really only use APHE as like a I'm on the side of someone and I'm loading around. I'll load APHE, but most of my kills honestly have been with APHE. And another thing too, like right there, I don't know what has been going on, but ever since I started playing rank 4 a week ago, I have fucking been overran by BTRs. I mean, the BTR is not a bad like little vehicle. Like, I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. And it's like, it's just kind of weird, that like, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, I played rank 7 plenty of times before, and I just don't remember there being this massive influx of BTRs. I don't know if it's just people trying to, get that fucking 30 mil autocannon at a lower BR. I mean, that's obviously what it is, but like, I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad vehicle, but like, I just feel like recently they've been kind of kicking my ass a little bit. I would probably say my KD is still positive with them, like, going up against them, but still, I mean, it's a bit of a hassle. Oh yeah, watch this sniper right here. Boom. So yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, the BTR is okay, but like, I think it's similar to the M18 or like an XM800 or like a BMD, in that I think people get a little too cocky with it. They rush up, they push like half the enemy team, and then they fucking die. And it's like, well, if you played a little bit smarter, you probably would have killed a few more of us, but you ran into an open field and you died. So I don't know what's been going on. But yeah, I believe the T-72B3 arena event ends pretty soon. I didn't do it. I think I got like 4 ranks of distinction or marks of distinction. I don't really give a fuck about it. I think it's just another kind of, I'd say lazy copy paste, but for lack of a better term, a lazy copy paste. I think that there's similar vehicles in the tech tree that you already can get. So, that's kind of how it's been with a lot of the Russian battle pass or event vehicles over the last year. I mean, you had a year ago, you had the T-44 FM, which was last summer. And I hate to say that's copy paste, but it basically is. The hull was like a T-44 120. Oh, look at that fucking plane sniper right there. The hull was like a T-44 122. The turret was like a T-44 like 85, but the 85 mil cannon was shittier. So even though I still like the VFM, it's still a good vehicle, but like it's just not this super duper awesome unique vehicle. And then you had the T-34 85 Partisan, which is literally just a fucking tech tree T-34 85. Except it has a cool Russian flag on it. It has like victory on the side. It's just kind of dumb. And then you had, I believe a year ago, almost to the day, you had the T-34 like BDE. It's like that Pakistani T-80 BDE, which is like a Pakistani T-80. I believe it's in the Chinese tech tree. As far as I'm concerned, that literally is a copy paste of the T-80, except it's in the Chinese tech tree. So, it's just kind of blech. A lot of these event vehicles have been pretty kind of lackluster, I think, recently. The last event vehicle that I got that I really kind of enjoyed was the R400, which was last year. And I think a lot of people really said that it was a shitty vehicle. My opinion on it is, first of all, I think it's a little over-tiered. Because first of all, you have a 105 millimeter cannon that fires DM33. Okay, it's not bad. It's not a bad round. It's not a bad cannon. It's just pretty typical for around that BR. But your top speed, I believe the top speed is like 114 or 115 kilometers an hour, according to the stat card, and you never hit that. Your reverse speed is like 14 kilometers an hour, which is pretty pathetic for a vehicle at that BR. It's pretty pathetic, to say the very least. And your armor, I believe 50 cals can pen your side. And I just think that being at 9.7, I know a lot of people have been kind of bitching about the Terminator. I think as the Terminator has gone up in BR, I think you've seen a little bit less of the complaining, just because I think 11.3 is a lot more fair for it than 10.3. But you've seen a lot of I'm sorry, Jesus fuck, I can't talk right now. It's just kind of weird because they put that vehicle at 9.7, but then they put the Terminator at 10.3, and it's like, you really thought that those two vehicles were like within a BR of each other? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, one has two 30mm cannons and 4 ATGMs that can fucking annihilate one, and the other one has a 105mm cannon and nothing really special about it at that BR that will get volumetric to fucking hell, the moment that you shoot it at the Terminator. So it's like, it's not really fair. I think there's two vehicles I think that should go down. I think the M3A3 Bradley should still go down. I believe it was yesterday they updated it to where they moved the M3A3 down to 9.7. I don't think it's going to move any lower than 9.7, but I think it should go down to 9.0 or 9.3. And I say that because, as I've said before, the Bushmaster 25mm cannon just fucking sucks. Like, it's just not good. In the current meta of the game, high fire rate cannon, auto cannons, are way better than the slow firing, kind of more accuracy driven shots, because you'd rather have 30 mils go after someone that do some damage as opposed to one or two Bushmasters that might pen. It's just not a competition. So I think the Bradley the M3A3 that is, should go down to 9.0 or 9.3. I think that'd be a little bit more fair. And then I think the EFV should also go down, and I also think the R400 should also go down to 9.3. So yeah, that's my spiel. And I don't say these because I suck with these vehicles. I'm not particularly very good with the M3A3, but with the R400, I have like a 1.9 KD and like a 60% win rate. So it's not like a matter of skill. It's like I'm not saying this because I suck with it. I'm just saying this because from my personal experience, it's just kind of, I don't want to say it's outclassed at that BR, but I think that at 9.7, the R400 just has a lot of competition. It just has a lot of competition that it wouldn't have at 9.3 or 9.0. I think it'd be a lot more balanced around that BR. So yeah, because I think these light vehicle kind of wheeled vehicles with cannons on it, they just lose a lot of the time to the autocannon light tanks like the VBCI, the XM800T. What's another one? Of course the BMDs. They just lose. They just are woefully outclassed, and I think that they would do. Oh my god, I can't. Is this a T-26E5? I can't fucking pen him. I mean, I think I get him right here. Yeah, well, I track him. Do I even kill this guy? Oh yeah, there's the almost nuke right there. 2132 SP. Boom, got him. And then I think there's a Walker Bulldog right here. Oh, I die. All right, well, I think pretty certain that's the match. Thank you for listening to my rambling. Have a good day. Hasta la vista.